Hey folks, welcome to SecuCybers. In this video, we'll be exploring what is OWASP Top 10 and how it can help keep you and your organization secure. Without further ado, let's dive in. First is injection. Injection vulnerabilities are when attackers can send malicious code through input fields. This code can then be executed on the application's database, potentially allowing the attacker to access, modify, or delete sensitive data. Next up is broken authentication and session management. If authentication or session management attributes are not implemented properly, attackers can gain unauthorized access to user accounts or steal session IDs to impersonate legitimate users. Following that is sensitive data exposure. This vulnerability occurs when sensitive information, such as credit card numbers or personal data, is not properly protected. Attackers can intercept this data during transmission or access it in a poorly secured database. Then, there is XML external entities. This vulnerability is found in applications that process XML files. Attackers can use malicious XML files to exploit the application's XML parser, potentially giving them access to sensitive data. Next up is broken access control. If access control is not properly implemented, attackers can bypass these mechanisms and gain unauthorized access to protected resources. Next up is security misconfiguration. This vulnerability is the result of insecure default settings or configuration errors. Attackers can exploit these misconfigurations to gain unauthorized access to an application or its data. Next up is cross-site scripting. This vulnerability occurs when attackers can inject malicious code, typically JavaScript, into a web application. This can allow attackers to steal session IDs, modify page content, or even redirect users to a malicious website. Next up is insecure deserialization. This vulnerability is found in applications that use serialized objects to store data. Attackers can modify serialized objects to execute arbitrary code, potentially giving them access to sensitive data or control over the application. Next up is using components with known vulnerabilities. Here attackers can exploit known vulnerabilities in outdated or vulnerable third-party components to gain unauthorized access to the application or its data. Lastly, there is insufficient logging and monitoring. Not properly logging events or monitoring for suspicious activity can make it difficult to detect and respond to security incidents, leaving the application and its data vulnerable to attack.
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us to never miss an update. If you're interested in learning more about cybersecurity and SOC training, be sure to check out our website for more information on our courses. We look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching.